Welcome to the Wear, Wag, Repeat podcast. I'm Tori Mystic. As a dog mom lifestyle expert, blogger, and business owner, I love talking to other women in the pet industry and sharing their advice with you every week. Sit, stay, and listen to the latest episode. One of the things I'm known for is having a large Instagram following. I'm not going to lie. It's pretty cool when I meet new people and they ask what my username is, and then I get to watch them see my account for the first time. I'm really proud of what I've built. Not only do I have a ton of followers, over 40,000 as of right now, but I have a feed full of content that is fun, optimistic, and useful to dog moms and pet lovers. In today's episode, I'm going to share what it's been like to grow my Instagram account and how it's impacted my life. Sure, it's nice to have a lot of followers, but what's even better is how Instagram has enabled me to be independent, introduced me to a community of supportive dog lovers, and made me available to spend as much time as possible with my dogs. The stories I'm about to share will be great if you dream of making your dog a pupfluencer. But I also feel like this is a success story that will appeal to any entrepreneur, side hustler, and big dreamer who really just wants to be a work-at-home dog mom. I know that's the goal for many of us. Having an engaged online community means I'm able to grow my business and make an income from what I share online. Over the years, I've tried so many different strategies. I'm never afraid to experiment with online tools. And that means that I have tons of creative ideas about how to leverage a social media following and turn them into customers in some shape or form. If you're new to working virtually from home, I don't want you to feel like you've lost all control of your business. I know that because of coronavirus, things are not ideal right now, but I truly believe that this is a great time to buckle down and get creative about how you can serve your customers. People are spending more time than ever before with their dogs, and they're coming up with tons of questions. You can actually help them and establish yourself as an expert in their eyes at the same time. What that means is that when businesses are back up and running again, you will be the first person they think of. Discover how to do just that in a live online workshop that I'm hosting on April 9th. Just go to wearwagrepeat.com/workshop to register. It's completely free and it includes lots of bonus links to resources that will be able to help you find a way to grow your pet industry business online. Sign up now at wearwagrepeat.com/workshop. And P.S., even if you're hearing this after April 9th, please still go over to that page and I'll make sure that you can still access the information. Okay, now it is story time. I want to illustrate how Instagram success has impacted me. So I'm going to tell you a story about what my life was like a dozen years ago, long before Wear, Wag, Repeat. Cue the flashback music. Do 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 do. When I finished college in 2008, it was a really hard time to find a full-time job. I had a degree in integrated marketing communications, and my dream was to work in an ad agency. I had visions of clicking around sleek hallways in designer high heels and leading important meetings from a glossy conference room table. Despite months of searching and networking, nothing really panned out. So when a sales job popped up at a high-end department store, I took it. It gave me the chance to make some money and see what it would be like to work in quote-unquote fashion. Maybe it would be just as glamorous as my ad agency fantasies. At my new job, the managers always talked about taking our customers throughout the store so we could cross-sell and dress them head to toe, making their experience smoother and our commissions higher. Sounded like a win-win, right? They encouraged us to partner with other sales associates and split the commission when we cross boundaries into their department. I thought this sounded great. A little teamwork, plenty of fashion, and a way to make some more money. What more could I want? Well, I quickly found out that the other women I worked with did not want to collaborate with me. If I shopped the store, as my manager called it, with my customers, I was always scolded for not using the right dressing room or told that I couldn't sell from the most exclusive departments. At the end of each day, the store manager would write 3 names on a whiteboard located right inside the employee entrance. I can picture it in my mind right now. Those 3 names represented the top 3 salespeople of that day. The next morning, when you came into work, everyone would see whose name was on that list. I strived to be on that list. I might be a little bit competitive. And one day I came in to see my name on the board. I was so excited. However, I quickly found out that this attention was not really what it was cracked up to be. For some reason, it became fuel for my coworkers to throw me under the bus and strategize how to dethrone me from the list. It was a pretty toxic environment, to say the least. I would say that working in that store infected me with a scarcity mindset and a competitive, territorial approach. It took me years to discover that there's a better approach to life. I only worked at that store for about 9 months until another opportunity came my way, and I didn't hesitate to leave. It wasn't until years later that I started doing social media consulting and came up with the idea for Wear, Wag, Repeat, something that would combine my 2 passions, fashion and dogs. The power of shifting from a scarcity and competitive mindset into a more positive and abundant view on life happened when I immersed myself in Instagram around 2017. I remember those early days when I had just a few thousand followers and I started to connect with other dog people. One day, I had to drive 4 hours away to Columbus, Ohio for work. I DM'd one of my new Instagram dog friends who lived there to see if we could meet up. I didn't even know the woman's name. I only knew the dog from Instagram. But we'd been trading comments on each other's posts for months, and so I reached out. And with the trepidation of meeting a stranger from the internet, we met in public at a dog-friendly restaurant. And you know what? We ended up having the best time talking about dogs, Instagram, and just our lives, just like we had been friends for a long time. 6 months later, she and her dog were in Pittsburgh, and we met up again for a dog-friendly brunch. This time, Lucy got to meet her dog. Since then, my Instagram dog friends have become a community of over 40,000 people that support each other, spread joy and positivity, and know that there's plenty of popularity and success to go around. I think I could travel to any country in the world and find an Instagram dog friend who lives there and would gladly meet up with me. And now I've built my whole life around this community. Thanks to Instagram, I've discovered the power of positivity and really, truly, the power of dogs. I'm part of an extremely supportive community who jumps at the opportunity to help, answer questions, or partner to cross-promote each other. Looking back at my time working in that department store, there is one sales strategy that I still implement, but I do it in my own dog-inspired way. Now, when I shop the store, my store is the whole world of dog experts. When I get a DM asking me how to help a dog's dry, itchy skin, I can refer them to the many health experts I know. Or if someone reaches out and asks me about best nail trimmers for their Yorkie, I can refer them to my friend who specializes in small dog grooming. And I know that many of my connections would gladly return the favor for me. They do all the time. The reason I'm telling you all of this is to say that follower numbers don't mean everything. What's important on Instagram is to build an engaged community that trusts you. You can use your social media platform to establish yourself as an expert. as a dog trainer, a groomer, a breeder, a rescue advocate, an outdoor adventurer, you name it. There's a million niches within the dog community. Your challenge is to find what your specific niche is and double down on it, helping your community by providing your advice and telling stories about your experience. It just so happens that Instagram is a really great place to do that. Just don't get stuck comparing yourself to other accounts or spending hours mindlessly scrolling. Those are two bad habits that will really tank your Instagram growth. Believe me, I've done both before and I've learned my lesson. All right, now, can I leave you today with a little challenge? The more positivity and expertise you put out there, the more you'll get back in return. So here's the challenge I have for you. I want you to post a question in your Instagram caption or in your stories. You can use the question sticker if you'd like. I want you to ask your followers what advice you can help them with this week. See if they're having any problems or curious about anything related to their dog that you can help with. Remember, people are spending more time than ever before with their dogs. They're walking their dogs themselves more than ever before. So I'm sure people are coming up with a few questions here and there. The key is that when you get these questions, you need to respond to them in an authentic and helpful way, and you need to do it in a timely manner as well. If you can direct them to a page on your website, a blog post, or an interview that you've done somewhere, or even a post back in your archives on Instagram, that would be great. This is a way for you to show your followers that you are an expert that they can trust. Take this challenge one step further and seek out questions that your followers are already posting about. A good place to look is in their stories. I think that so many people post more candid, behind-the-scenes moments on their stories, so maybe you'll notice something that you can help with. Maybe there's a weird training thing, a little solution that you can share with them that would help if they're sharing videos of their dogs being a little bit naughty. This exercise is not really a time for sales, so I don't want you to focus on that. Try not to send people to sales pages or try to get them to sign up for something with you. This is really a time to build trust and community. Think of the big picture. Think about how you can build a community that is going to last for you for the entire year or for the next 5 years, not just a sale that you can close today. Of course, I want to know how this goes, so please take screenshots and send them to me on Instagram at tmystic. Or if you see a question floating around that I can answer, feel free to tag me and we can provide value to pet parents together. We're in this together. We can get through it together. And don't forget to sign up for the workshop that I'm hosting at wearwagrepeat.com/workshop. I am going to peel back the curtain and tell you everything I can tell you about growing your pet industry business online. I already have over 150 people signed up, so hopefully you are one of them, and I will see you live in that workshop on April 9th. If you work hands-on with dogs, you might think that there's no way to grow your business online. But what if I told you that I have a ton of creative ideas that you could implement right now while you're stuck home alone? I understand how you feel right now. Trying to keep things running by yourself at home is really hard, but I'm a one-woman team, and if I can do it, I know that you can do it too. For the last 3 years, I've grown Wear Wag Repeat into my full-time business completely online, using file sharing, email software, and video conferencing. Getting creative with online business ideas is my jam. For the last few weeks, I've been brainstorming online revenue-generating ideas for dog walkers, groomers, trainers, shop owners, and even doggy daycares. I'm hosting a free online workshop where I'll tell you all about these doggone good ideas and show you exactly how to implement them. I'll also tell you why right now is the perfect time to build your reputation as a pet expert. Go to wearwagrepeat.com/workshop to save your spot. Make sure you head over there today because the workshop is coming up really soon. Again, sign up for this completely free workshop at wearwagrepeat.com/workshop. What did you like most about this episode? Find me on Instagram at TMystic and let me know what intrigued you or what questions you have about starting or growing your own dog-inspired business. You can also screenshot this episode and tag me in your stories. I love to see who is listening out there. Some of the best conversations happen after the episode, right? So track me down over on Instagram or join the Wear, Wag, Repeat Labs Facebook group to connect with other dog-obsessed entrepreneurs. And as always, you can find all the links and resources discussed in this episode at wearwagrepeat.com/podcast. See you back here next week.